So now we are going to see decision table. So when to use decision table and when to use decision tree. If you have to perform multiple conditions, that is condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, multiple condition on the same set of properties, that credit score is greater than or less than some value and loan amount also greater than or less than some value. You want to perform multiple conditions on the same set of properties, then you have to go for a decision table. If you want to perform multiple conditions on different set of properties, for example here you are doing based on country and credit score, here you are doing credit score and loan amount. Say if you want to, instead of doing on credit score for this row, you want to do on some other property, then also you can do it. When you want to perform multiple conditions on different properties, because then you can use decision tree. For example here you can press a dot and you can use whatever property you want, you can use. But in decision table, this property is fixed for all the rows. For evaluating all the conditions, these two properties only can be used, because these two properties are common and hence given in the header column header. So if you see in this table, if like you can double click on any header, so you can use this. For example, if you want to insert one more row before, then see you can click this. If you want to insert one more row after, you have to click this. Arrow is, see this reel indicates that that is the current row. Arrow is the inserting row. So you want to insert row after, so it will insert a row after this. Likewise, if you want to insert a column, see vertical means it is like column, horizontal means row, row 1, row 2, row 3, horizontal, column 1, column 2, column 3, vertical. So you are inserting a new column left side before the current selected column, like this. Now if you see again, I will select this column and you are inserting a new column after the current column. So press like this. Okay, like that you can insert multiple columns. Likewise, you can also delete the columns. You can select any column and delete it. Likewise, you can also delete the rows. You can delete multiple columns. So next, this is for insert or before. That is like if in the same column you want to do multiple conditions. Insert or after, delete or, if this property value is equal to this or this or this. So you can create such types also. You can set property values by using this. In our use case, if you see here, I am using dot credit score property. If the credit score property, and you can use the operator greater than. If credit score is greater than 800, then check loan amount also. If loan amount is greater than 550,000, then the interest rate should be 0.0225. Else if the credit score is greater than 800, but loan amount is 0 to 50,000, conditionally we can make it as loan amount is greater than 0, then the interest rate will be 0.02 only. So you can ask me, but here I am not entering loan amount is greater than 0 but less than 50,000. Why I am not entering that means, if you see here, in a decision table, whenever the first row evaluates to true, then it will not check remaining conditions. It will exit. It will return this value and exit. So for example, if first row is evaluating to false, then it will check second row. If that is also evaluating false, then only it will check row 3. If row 3 is evaluating to true, it will not check row 4. It will exit. So if you see in row 1, if loan amount is greater than 50,000, means 51,000 or 52,000, then this will be the interest rate. If loan amount is 40,000, assume in the UA we have entered loan amount of 40,000, then row 1 will not be executed, row 2 will be executed, then 0.02 will be the interest rate. We need not make complexity, but same thing you can also configure by use operator, like you can use range. So you can write greater than or equal to and less than. Okay, so here you can write greater than 50,000. In the second row you can write greater than or equal to 0 and less than 50,000. This is also one way of doing. But to avoid complexity, we are using like this. If you feel comfortable in that way, you can use that. because we are using the concept that if any one row is true, we will not, other rows will not be evaluated. So as you can see here, you can also call some expression builder in this returns column. So in the expression builder, whatever function you want, you can call. You can even call another decision table, or you can call a decision tree. Px evaluate decision table, px evaluate decision tree. You can call other tables or trees also by using inbuilt functions. That is the advantage of decision table. Coming to decision tree, we can't invoke an expression builder. That is one of the disadvantage of decision tree. So one of the famous interview question is, can you call a decision table from another decision table? Yes, you can call by using expression builder in the return cell. Coming to the results tab, evaluate all rows means the moment to check that earlier it was if, else if, else if, else if. But so earlier it was like when this is unchecked, it will be if, else if, else if, else if. This is similar to conventional C style. Even in C language, if anyone is evaluated, then the remaining will not be evaluated if any one row becomes true. If that is false, else if means then only it will be, if the first all the above rows are false, then only next row will be evaluated. When you select all rows, everything will be converted to when means all are when rows, because all rows will be evaluated irrespective of which is true or which is false. So coming to delegation options, like if you delegate this rule, we'll see about rule delegation in a separate video. For now, only remember that if you delegate decision table to, so that business users can edit these values, this 800 value, say instead of 800, I want 900. Such values here, if I want 10, such values, if business users want to edit, then we can delegate this rule by using actions delegate. Complete procedure we'll see later. So whether the business users are able to allowed to return values means can they edit this, allowed to build expressions means can they use expression builder, allowed to change property sets, allowed to update row layout and column layout means can they add additional columns, can they delete any existing rows. Such things you can control here. Coming to results defined by property, so it is like you can, if result is 0.002, then you can set some target property, then you can set low some property like say country, or like you can set some property like credit score should be is equal to 2, means you are re-rating it. Credit score is not the applicable property, but something else, we'll see if there is any other good property. Maybe you can set last has nodes to true. So you can set other values as well. You can also set preset some of the property values which is not used generally. Thank you.